Hey guys, it's Justine Marjan here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create these waves using a flat iron. If you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I'm sure you know that flat iron waves are one of my favorite techniques to create texture in the hair. I love how versatile they are and that you can really customize it to create the type of texture and wave pattern you want to see in the hair. I also love how natural and beachy and kind of that California casual glam look that they create. So if you guys have trouble creating them on your own, I hope this video will break it down for you. So let's get started. To start, just take horizontal sections about 1 inch deep. I love this flat iron. It's probably the best flat iron for waves because it has a rounded edge that makes it super easy to create a wave and curl pattern in the hair. On about 1 inch sections, I will insert the iron at the root and then bevel it with a turn of my wrist and then reinsert the iron, changing the direction that the iron is pointing and then beveling my wrist in the opposite direction. The reason that I change the direction the iron is pointing each time that I turn my wrist is so that my wave doesn't look like a crimp. If I keep my iron horizontal, I'll get more of a crimped effect with my flat iron, whereas if I turn it up and down, I get more of a wave pattern. So it's really up to you what type of pattern you wanna see in your hair. So I just do about a half turn with my wrist, and it's the rotation of the wrist that is most difficult when creating this type of wave pattern with your iron. You really want to think about it as if you're turning a doorknob. So it's just a half turn of the wrist, and then I'll reinsert it with a flat wrist and then turn it the other direction as I go in with my next piece. So now that I have this little wave pattern in my hair, I'll reinsert my iron and turn it in the opposite direction, pointing the iron down as I drag the hair down. And you can see how that created a loose kind of wave effect in the hair. On some pieces, I'll insert the iron and drag it down continuously, changing the direction that I am pointing the iron as I rotate my wrist. This just makes it a little bit faster to style and gives a little bit of a looser effect. The key for this look is not to hold too tight of a grip on the iron so that the hair easily glides through each time that you drag it down. If you hold the hair too tight, the iron will get stuck, and that's what creates those dents in the hair that you might have struggled with in the past. So you can see as I start working towards the back of my head, I just pull the pieces forward so that I can see what I'm doing and turn my head so I can see my reflection in the mirror. So I wouldn't worry about the back being too perfect. It's totally okay if you just focus on the front and then get a little bit of a bend in the back. I like to alternate which direction I start the wave on each piece so I get a more random finish with my end result. So on some pieces, I will start by turning my iron under, and then on other pieces, I'll start by turning my iron upwards. And you can see how easily my iron glides through the hair. And if you wanted to see even more of a wave pattern in your hair or more volume, you can do smaller pieces and smaller bevels instead of gliding the iron down between each rotation of the wrist, and this will create even more of that wave pattern. The more that you glide the hair down the iron with each rotation of the wrist would create a looser wave. So one side is already done, and then I'll just do the exact same technique on the other side. Also, how cute is this flat iron, you guys? It matches my top. I love that GHD is constantly coming out with new limited edition colors for their iron so that I can always have a cute iron in a fun color. For most people, it's the rotation of the wrist that makes flat iron waves really difficult to achieve. So I just want you to remember that it's just like turning a doorknob, and it's just a slight twist one way and then the slight twist the other way. And so you don't want to turn your whole wrist. It's just that slight movement that creates the wave pattern. Also, notice how I use the hand that's not holding the iron to hold my hair. This allows me to control where the strand is so that I can make sure that the hair really shapes to the rounded edges of the iron. So as I drag the hair down, I'm holding the hair with my opposite hand. This also helps prevent the hair from falling off the iron. Already looks so cute, I love it. So now that I have this texture in my hair that I love, we are just going to break up the waves with some product. So my favorite product for this type of PC, kind of beachy wave finish is the Oribe Apres Beach Wave Spray. It has a little bit more of a wet finish to it. I think I might have used this in previous videos, so if you know me, you know I love this product, and it helps to give that separation to the waves. So I suggest just spraying about 8 inches away from your hair, lifting the hair up, feathering it out as you spray so you can really get it through the mid-lengths. And you can already see from one side to the other that this already gives a little bit more of a natural finish to my waves. So now that I've sprayed with my product, I will use a hydrating cream on the ends for added separation and shine. I love the Leonor Greyl Éclat Naturel. It's kind of like a hand lotion for your hair because it adds moisture and separation. I just use a small amount and then just kind of work it through my ends on both sides. Love how this looks. So to finish, I'll use the Tresemmé Tress 2 Hairspray for hold. All right, so this is the final look. I love it. It's so fun and kind of cool and casual, very California beach girl. I hope you guys learned something new. Please like and comment on this video. Let me know what other tutorials you want to see from me, and make sure that you subscribe so you can be the first to know when I post a new video. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My username is @Justine Marjan. See you guys next time.